Is 80K around a corner for Bitcoin? Top Analyst has his 10 projections, and one of them, Bitcoin will reach 80K in the next few short months. We had a major hack on Ledger. Are your crypto wallets safe? Are you using any dApps? We're going to discuss that. We're also going to talk about Cardano, Solana, and a new Axie Infinity upgrade. Could that put Axie Infinity back in the top slot? We're going to discuss that and much, much more. Let's get into it. Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto, home of the non-boring still mundane crap. Package it up in a fun and sexy way. New intro, huh? Yeah, new intro. How you doing, man? Bitcoin is moving. You know, last night I went to bed. It was like down. It's under 43. Stop bursting my bubble, man. I'm having my moment here. Okay. Go ahead. Bitcoin is moving, man. We were previously this morning over 43K. Feeling good, man. 45 is on the table, right? I don't know. Dow Jones breaking new all-time highs. The traditional markets. The Jerome Powell's holding Bitcoin now. That's not true. No, but he could be. I wish we had a TA expert in the studio to go. Oh, we do. We got AJ joining us. Wait, AJ, what's up, man?
Wait, where's the TA expert?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know who you're talking
I guess I'm right.
Where is he? Is it? Oh, it's me.
We must have lost him.
You know, shout out to your chat. You know, Brian Maver, Mike Vollmer, the Davenport Report. My mods are in here. Shout out.
Let's go, mods.
Shout out to those guys. They it's just my whole chat is just blue, and it's just them all the time. So I almost pulled their wrench, but the Glitter Queen told me not to. So, you know, you guys still have your wrenches now. So.
Who's a Glitter Queen?
The Glitter Queen is my main mod. Is the only mod.
Is that who you refer to as your girlfriend? Your main mod?
No, she's the Glitter Queen.
Oh,
in YouTube world, that's her name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, totally.
AJ, how you doing, man? We're happy to have you. You're in Vegas, obviously. We're excited to get the show going. But we also have a friend of ours who I don't know if he's ever been on our show before. But he's in studio. It's none other than Crypto J-Chains. J-Chains, how you doing, man?
What's happening?
Also,
good to be here. Holy smokes.
We have Breezy as well hanging out in the studio.
Breezy in the house.
Breezy. J-Chains, man. I heard you had a lot of fun on your flight, man.
I did, man. You know, anytime that you fly Delta, and I fly Delta from Atlanta because that's where I live, we usually got some good flight crew. And I had a great flight crew. They treated me well, served me well. And
were they great because they kept feeding you vodka Red Bulls?
Vodka sodas, yes.
My apologies.
Yes. I mean, you're going to Vegas. Come on, I'm coming to Vegas. I'm not going to church camp. Let's get it.
Hey, man, there are churches in Vegas, but not the ones you might think. Let's jump right into it. I did mention Bitcoin, $80,000. So this is from the Bitcoinist. Bitcoin boom ahead. Analyst predicts Bitcoin will soar past $80,000. Bitwise predicts that in 2024, the price of Bitcoin will surpass 80K. With a 128% increase, Bitcoin has surpassed other major asset classes, outperforming the S&P 500, gold, and even bonds. And guys, if there's any inkling of doubt in your mind that we're not in a bull market, if this isn't a sign, I don't know what. This is an actual bull in the New York subway.
In New York?
Bull market confirmed?
Confirmed.
We're back.
Confirmed. We're back, guys. We are
back,
so back right now, dude.
Wow.
We are so back right now. I guess let's start with you first, Rob. Bitcoin, 80K, Q1 of 2023. Do you think the spot ETF is enough to push it there? And what are your thoughts on that number in general?
We break all-time highs next year, hopefully within the first 4 months. I think the ETF is grossly underestimated. The amount of liquidity that's going to pour into the markets. Basically, you have the financial hub of the world in New York, particularly the stock exchange, which has not offered any Bitcoin services outside of speculating, outside of the CME speculating on prices with the futures Bitcoin ETF and Ethereum ETF. We have an opportunity for traditional companies, also traditional traders, hedge funds, you name it. Anyone in traditional finance has an opportunity to get Bitcoin without the complexities of having to custody. And so you look at MicroStrategy, they're all in on Bitcoin, but you know what they do? They buy it and then they personally hold it, which, you have to have the parameters in place to not lose your keys. Are you going to custody yourself? You're going to offload it to somebody else. Here, you got somebody that's going to do it for you with an ETF. And so trillions of dollars of liquidity available. How much are these hedge funds and also just traditional investors going to allocate their portfolio into Bitcoin? I think just even a 1 to 2% is going to be enough to send Bitcoin to new all-time highs. I do think there's going to be a ton of volatility. Perhaps we shoot up to 55, 60,000 after an ETF is approved. Maybe we pull back, but over the course of 4 months, with the couple that with the halving coming in March, the two of those together are going to create a tsunami of interest and liquidity. And I think new all-time highs definitely next year. I think within the first 4 months, though.
J-Chains, is 80K FUD, right? Do you have a price prediction for us? So what do you think
For Bitcoin?
Bitcoin's all-time high is going to be in this market cycle?
Listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat this like a lot of other people do. And everyone's like, I'm going to give you a conservative bet. Like, we're going to listen to like, these things that are going to make it like down here and like, 70K, like that's what you should expect. Like, no, screw that. Like, dude, it's going to be $200,000. Like, no problem. You have to think like, you're talking about liquidity and like where we're coming from the market. Like, where is it coming from? Retail's not paying their car payments right now.
Yep.
People are not paying their bills. Retail has no money. It's all coming from institutional. And the institutional people, they have more money than you even understand.
We're talking trillions with a T.
Trillions. Like, you understand, like once they start buying, once the ETF thing happens and they start buying that, the supply shock goes like boom, right? And then all of a sudden, you're looking at $150,000 Bitcoin like that.
That is my absolute worst case scenario for me is 150. My best case scenario is like 4 to 450.
Listen, the guys that are calling for $500,000 Bitcoin,
They're not crazy.
They're not crazy. They're literally not crazy. Like with the amount of money that you understand that like goes like freely in and out of like like the bonds and the stocks and all these kind of markets. You start to add in these RWAs, these tokenized real world assets. You add that into our ecosystem, guys. Like the amount of money that's going to flow in and out of blockchain is going to be like at some point like pretty equal to what the world sees in like other financial markets.
For me, I think about what generation has the most money? It's the baby boomers, right? The largest generation, they hold, I think 50,
or their
60,
parents that still are alive that have like, the money that they've all been living on.
I mean, if they make it to like 90 or 100, yeah.
It's
But
those people.
for me, the baby boomers, you're talking 70, 80 trillion dollars.
Yeah.
And typically that generation, they've had financial advisors where they go meet every 6 months, every 12 months, once a year. And they sit down up until the ETF gets approved. No financial advisor is able to even speak about Bitcoin as an investment. But now, when the ETF gets approved and it's a regulated product in the traditional financial system, you got your baby boomer going in there and saying, hey, I want to capitalize on some gains. What financial advisor, knowing that their money, the money they get paid is tied to how well your portfolio does, is not going to look at Bitcoin and say, hey, let's allocate some money to Bitcoin. If they're smart enough, they'll take some time to understand what the halving is, the supply shock, and you'd be kind of stupid not to be able to put that product in front of your clientele and to earn money for yourself and for your client as well. So
it just sucks that the conversation is about Bitcoin though, right? Because unless you're already wealthy, you're not going to become wealthy from Bitcoin. That's just the problem.
I disagree.
How?
What?
How?
I disagree.
A battle royale.
Whoa! At 46,000, at 42,000, say 40,000, say $50,000, and say we go to 500,000. That's a 10x. At the most, that's a 10x. At the most. People, we're not here to look for 10x's. If you are, like the stock market with your 3% will get you great, right? We're looking for 1,000x's. We're looking for 100x's, and that's the thing. Bitcoin will never give that to you ever again. Like you miss that. So like if you're here for like those kind of gains, like you got to find something else. But like, listen, when I would advise my mom into buying though, Bitcoin 100% because she's just going to buy and hold. She's not she's not in it to win it like that, right? People, if you're looking for like a more like a risk adverse portfolio, absolutely, that's fine. But if you're like a degen, or if you're really trying to make it in a crypto world, like you're looking for something that's going to more than 10x.
Yeah,
I know that.
I second that for sure. I mean, I always say on my show to align your goals with your coin selection, right? And I mean, if Bitcoin doubles its price, a Bitcoin double from here is past all-time high.
Yeah.
So it's
and that's it.
So and that's it. So are we here to double our money? Or are we here to like 10? I mean, look at in the chat. Someone said Davenport report algo is 13x from all time high alone, and that's what I'm saying. And people like people even give me kind of crap like when I not exactly talk down on XRP, but when I say like the likelihood of XRP 10xing is different than the likelihood of say Algorand 10xing. It would require a $350 billion market cap for XRP to 10x from here, where it would only require like a $14.1 billion market cap for Algorand to 10x from here. So what's going to happen first? XRP going to go to 350 billion, or is the Algorand going to get to 14?
Algorand.
So what are we doing here? So that's why
to 100.
That's why I'm telling people like what coins am I looking at? I'm looking at coins on CoinMarketCap from basically ICP below. ICP is in 29th by market cap. Anything, and that has a $2.9 billion market cap. Basically ICP down are the coins I'm really accumulating in. Where the XRPs, the Cardanos, the chain links, those are my Bitcoins and Ethereums. I refuse to hold Bitcoin or Ethereum because I'm trying to not 2x.
Have you guys have you all noticed lately, if you look at CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, either one, that the Bitcoin dominance and Ethereum dominance have totally slipped? Like Bitcoin's below 50, I think the last time I looked. Maybe it's back above it at this point. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't looked at this morning. Ethereum was like 16 point something.
Bitcoin's at 52.
53.
Okay, well, it wasn't yesterday.
I understand.
Yeah. And that thing is going to come back down as money starts flowing into the alts. But AJ, can we look at a Bitcoin chart?
Sure.
And what does the road to 80K look like? What are some stops or some places we're expected to see some resistance and pullbacks? And then I know once you get past 69, it's you're in price discovery, right? But leading up to that, what are we taking a look at? And we can pull up the laptop on the chart here.
Yeah. So Bitcoin 2-day chart right here, and obviously the road to 80K. The first stop we have to get over here is the support resistance line on your chart right here. This line right there, that's the 45,000. And look how many times this line's been fought over here, got fought over here, got fought over a bunch of times here. I mean, this level has been fought over time and time again. And on this recent run up, look at where we got rejected. Obviously, right there, that $45,000 line. And what scares me about where we are right now, all right, let's look at the good news first. The good news first is that, all 2023, the story of 2023 was getting above this yellow line, this support resistance line, which was around $32,000 level. We got shut down from this level 2 times right there, once in April and once in the summertime in June, right? So we finally got over that level. Blasted through the 37 line, which is another big support resistance line here, but we got rejected at 45,000. So when you kind of come out and zoom out and look at the oscillators on the 2-day chart, Market Cipher B, you will see that we actually have a bearish divergence playing out on the 2-day chart. Price go up, oscillator go down with a red dot on Market Cipher B. Big shout out to Market Cipher and Crypto Face. Looking forward to seeing him later tonight at the Influencer Awards. But we got a 2-day bearish divergence playing out on 2-day chart, and I think that especially when we look at the EMAs. The moving averages, the white line here, this is the 200 and this is the 50 here. So it is really good to see, that it didn't cross down and, the 50 bounced off the 200. And that's just good. And generally what we'll see in these scenarios here is that when we're in, a bearish continuation, what will happen, like right here, for instance, back in, 2022, what will happen is that we had the bear cross here, right? And then the price kept bouncing off this red line and would stay below that EMA, like we did right down there where I drew that little circle thing. But then when we cross up, the price will start bouncing off of the EMA, right? So as we can see over here into more recent history, where we had a bounce off of it in October. So kind of, it's always a rule of thumb that we're going to continue to bounce off the EMA. So basically what I'm thinking is that, if this EMA continues up here, Bitcoin price action probably comes down, bounces off maybe like this 37,000 line, and then goes to retest 45 again. This could take weeks. It could take months. We could trade sideways in this range. But the good news is that we're in a new value area where, we spent a majority of this year kind of in this box right here. We are now outside of that box into the next stratosphere, into the next value area, as we would like to say. So it really wouldn't surprise me to, see Bitcoin maybe range in here. And that wouldn't really be the end of the world because, boring is good for Bitcoin right now, especially if we are in a higher value area and would allow, more time for the alts to catch up. A lot of people will kind of look at, if you look at Solana chart here, if we look at the 2-day chart on Solana, we will see that we have already had the bull cross right here on the EMAs, in November on a 2-day chart, bull cross on Solana. But then when you go and look at Algorand, yeah, we have the bull cross on the daily chart, but not on the 2-day chart. Same deal for HBAR, same deal for, we had the cross on the daily on Phantom, but not on the 2-day chart. So the chain links, the Solanas, they have already bull crossed the 2 days. So what I'm looking for are the coins that are on their way up, that have not bull crossed the 2 days, that are going to catch up while Bitcoin is still, in this new value area. So basically my point here is that, looking at those coins, ICP below, those are going to be your money makers. Straight up. There you go.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
Guys, before we move any further, I do want to give a shout out to our channel sponsor. Today's crystal clear 4K stream is brought to you by Cam's Blue Wire Technology. If you run a business and you want to maximize your networking, IT, and your cybersecurity, make sure to go to bluewiretech.com, click the link in the description of this video, or just pick up the phone and call them.
Also, big shout out to those of you that are new in the chat. I see a bunch of new faces. We got Frost, Davenport Divine, Nothing But Crypto, X-Fed Man, Ellie, Moonshine K, Mr. Mojo, Kuzan Can. I messed that one up. Frosty, Crypto on the Run, Corey, Lazaro, Carey, Burgess, C's, Crypto, S-Bag, Eddie C, Govindra, Glenn, Dan, Doc, and Glitter Queen. To all of you, hola!
Hola!
Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Also, 180 live viewers, but only 70 likes. So under 50% like ratio. What the hell's going on? AJ has taken my like sign. Will you prompt them with the visual cue there?
I'm giving you a down thumb if you haven't smashed the like button yet. What is wrong with you? But up thumb. Shout out to the Glitter Queen in the chat. Make sure you smash that like button.
If you're a fan of 45K Bitcoin, hit the like button.
If you're a fan of 500K Bitcoin,
Thank you.
come on, hit the like
so
button.
bearish, bro.
Don't
These
be
guys
so
are bearish,
Don't
JJ.
FUD Bitcoin.
JJ,
Come on.
thank you, man.
I know that it's not my favorite bag, but come
You
on.
understand, though. You get it. These guys, they're so conservative, bro.
I know.
They're scared. They're scared.
They're
of money.
they're afraid to tell their
Robin's
people
scared money.
what
I know that.
you're
I
actually
don't know about
gonna
AJ.
see.
But. I do want to show this, and we're going to dive into the markets here. So this is Bitcoin open interest. We are seeing a big spike on the CME, which is where your TradFi players are playing in the Bitcoin sandbox. So that is up 7.5%. And guys, we're talking, right? We're not talking 7% on a $100 million altcoin. We're talking 7% on $4 billion. That is a massive move. Overall open interest, including your traditional crypto exchanges, you're looking at 1.5%. But again, the leader by far is the CME. We had Jerome Powell yesterday pretty much say we're going to see some rate cuts in 2024. 3 was mentioned. A lot of people think we're going to get one next month, as early as next month. So liquidity starts flowing in. I know J-Chains talked about retail. They don't have money. Well, tax season's around the corner, J-Chains. The Fed starts to push, the Treasury and Fed starts to push money, liquidity back into the markets. Spot ETF, traditional institutions. Man, it's all gearing up for a massive run up here. Also, looking at CoinMarketCap, we have $42,879 Bitcoin, Ethereum sitting at $22.90, BNB token $252, and XRP sitting in the back seat, watching everyone make their big runs, and XRP is just not really doing anything. Solana $73, Cardano is at a massive rally, up 41.5%. There is one person who thinks Cardano can get to $32 in this bull market. We'll cover that a little later. Avalanche back under $40. And then rounding out the top 10, we have Dogecoin. And I'm looking for Polkadot to see a nice rally to the end of the year. I said $12 to $15 Polkadot by the end of December. Will we see that? Who knows? Take a look at the crypto bubbles. Bonk is up 46.8%. And well, there's good reason why, my friends. And that reason, where'd it go?
What's the name? That's
Coinbase?
Coinbase, yeah.
Yeah.
Right here.
They have
Bam.
it on Coinbase, right?
Well, it
Solana-based meme coin surges over 52% after Coinbase listing. Solana-based meme Coinbase, again, over the last 24 hours, up 52%. Now, we know Coinbase is pretty they're not very aggressive in their listings, right? They take their time. They typically don't list BS, but here you go. Bonk is listed.
Yeah.
Pepe has not been listed. A lot of people are saying, what the hell is going on? Robin, we talked about this 2 days ago. Should people get into Bonk? Now that it's on Coinbase, is it too late?
Yeah, here's the thing. That it's all about risk versus reward. We talked about this about 2 days ago. If you had ignored us, sure, you'd be up 50%. However, and not in all honesty, but here's the thing. At what point is this thing going to stop rallying? It only got so much room to move. Is it in the top 50 now on CoinMarketCap? I don't have my laptop on me.
Let me check.
I think it was in top 70 at one point a couple days ago. I'm sure it's probably
68.
68. So, I mean, could you get potential 3 to 10x out of it? Sure. I just think the likelihood of it is pretty far off. And I think you're playing with a lot of risk with that.
With
Now,
Dogecoin?
Hold on.
No, with Bonk.
I don't.
Bonk.
Well, I hear you with the sentiment of it already pumped thousands and thousands of percent in a short amount of time. But you also have to kind of realize the implications on mass adoption through meme coins. Remember 2021 bull run when my friends from high school would message me about crypto, and my little sister would message me about crypto. It wasn't about Algorand. It wasn't about HBAR. It was about Dogecoin. It was about Shiba. And I kind of feel like that narrative, the mass adoption through meme coin narrative, has been something we've seen before over and over again. Yeah. And the fact that Dogecoin, went from 0.04 to 70 cents. I mean, no one thought it was going to go past 4 cents. We all thought the 4-cent pump was the pump in 2021. It almost went to $1. Similar situation happened with Shiba. And I think now the narrative is kind of slightly changing, where Pepe couldn't get that Coinbase listing. Pepe, really controlled the hype narrative for a little while. It even passed HBAR and Algorand in market cap at one point in time there. But I think that because this one, kind of probably has that isn't as controversial as Pepe was, and also has the VC backing from being a part of Solana, probably definitely why it got the Coinbase listing. But the fact that this one got the Coinbase listing, I'm not so sure.
What do you mean by that? Hold on. What do you mean by that?
Well, it got the coin. It's not actually on Coinbase yet. It got announced that it will be on Coinbase.
No, it's on Coinbase. It's official.
Oh, it must have just happened because yesterday it was just the announcement.
Yeah, it happens this morning.
Happened this morning. Okay, well, thank you for the correction. But my point there is that now that it's on Coinbase, it's opened up to a demographic of people much larger. And I want to say, I'm a little skeptical buying it myself, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't have a bag, because we've seen meme coins absolutely rip before, and this one has really just really got popular, like in the eyes of everybody.
So let me ask you a question, because I'm kind of the firm believer of like a lot of this, what we're going to see, a lot of these ecosystems, the ecosystems of these tokens, where the rising tide is going to float all boats. And with that being said, like, because Solana is going to gain a lot of market cap, it's going to gain a lot of attention. Obviously it's the VC blockchain of choice, right? Yeah. So like, with that being said, it's like, is it just inherently going to get a whole bunch of money flowed into it because of that?
Well, when you separate it from the meme coin squad and you look at it as just a crypto in the top 100, we're only looking at a coin with $1 billion market cap.
$1 billion?
It's at 1.052 billion. This thing goes to 2 billion, you doubled your money.
Right.
If you look at it as just another coin, there's a lot of pumpamentals there. It's only $1 billion. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
So in my reference, that stay away is just that I think the risk versus reward for this particular token, not talking about the meme coin ecosystem at all, or its effect on the overall markets. I just think that at most you're going to get a 2, 3. I think a 5x is a pipe dream. I think it has a lot of the feels of when Pepe started to stall out, and I think a lot of times when you get these big listings, these big news events, the sell-offs comes shortly thereafter. So for me, just a risk versus reward. If you are looking to swing for the fences with meme coins, I think what has rose to the top here is the fact that this is a meme coin outside of the Ethereum ecosystem. Mm-hmm. On top of that, it's on Solana, which is rallied hard. And so for me, I just like to front run and know that trends tend to move in groups. And so here you got a meme coin on Solana that Solana just rallied. What I would be doing if you're looking to get in meme coins, take a look at
Cock.
at Avalanche. Take a look at maybe Cardano's rallying. And then the interesting narrative here is that the reason I think Coinbase listed Bonk is because Bonk's been around for damn near a year. It came out in and I think it was in December last year or January last year. Or January.
What is your favorite meme? My favorite meme coin is Bitcoin for sure.
You're so stupid.
Bars. Bars.
And so I think I draw a similar parallel to like Sneck would be a good example. That's been around for quite some time, almost a year.
That's the Cardano one, right?
Yeah, it's a Cardano one. And so me, like if I see that DeFi's ripping and it just started and it only one project popped off and is up 200%, I understand that other sectors in the DeFi ecosystem are probably going to rally as well. We see it with Bitcoin and all of like you look at Bitcoin and then Bitcoin rallies and the Stacks also rallies is a good example. We're seeing here meme coins are starting to pump again. This one pumped in Solana. I don't think there's going to be another Solana meme coin that's going to pump. So for that reason, I think someone's going to go to another chain.
I almost think that now that they saw how successful this one is, everyone's probably looking at the next one on Solana. Yeah, but I hear your point. I completely feel your point that, if you're looking for a play in memes, Bonk, you kind of missed the train with Bonk. I understand that.
Yeah.
There's always another play in the meme coin market if you're really diving deep there, that can have a really quick pump, fast money. But that is the meme market. But the fact that this one made it to the top 100, the fact that this one made it to Coinbase, I still think this one is a viable play. But if you're looking for 20x overnight, of course, you're not going to look inside the top 100 ever.
Here's the thing to remember, too, is, we talk about money flow in crypto all the time, right? The tail end of money flow is this highly speculative meme coins, low cap. And where does that money flow back into? Cycle starts over again. If people take their profits and they put it into Bitcoin and then they put it in Ethereum and then mid caps and then again. So can we assume that people are taking profits from things like Bonk and Pepe and all these other meme coins and putting them back into top layer ones in Bitcoin? Potentially.
That's the point. Those are the SAT builders. Those are like the Ethereum builders. Like that's what you're supposed to do. Like if you play this game, because it's all a game, that's what you do is you play the meme coin season, you play the NFTs, you play these different ecosystems just to stack your sats if that's what you want, or stack your Ethereum or whatever your coin of choice is. That's what you should be doing. You shouldn't just sit with your coin and just sit on your ass and just wait for it to pop. Do something with it. Yeah. That's my opinion.
I agree with what you're saying. And that's what the majority of people do. And so that's why for me, reaching $1 billion on a meme coin, that's pretty freaking high. And guys, remember, we're not at the euphoric stage of the bull market, right? So can we see more pump? Sure. But are people going to sit there and say, let me risk $5,000 on a potential 2x on a meme, or try to find the next one that's at 100 million, I can get a 10x. So that's what we got to remember. I do want to, we did a poll yesterday on our Twitter. Let me refresh this page.
And real quick, while you do that, I'm just going to give a quick shout out to the chat. If you are new here, give us a hello. I'll drop an hola back at you. We got 210 people watching with 120 likes. So get the likes up there. We're over 50%, so we appreciate that. But we got Rusty Chucky, Dark NRG, Justin E, Interesting Facts, Mandy, Burgess, Road Glide, TFP, Michael Gary, and Mystery Man, Jazzy as well. To you, hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
Guys, would you rather be holding a $10,000 bag of Solana or a $10,000 bag of XRP going into the bull market? So 60% of the community that voted said Solana, 40% said XRP. This is out of 265 votes. J-Chains, I'm going to ask you first. $10,000. You can have it in Solana or XRP to hold in the bull market. Which one are you holding?
I love this question. What I would want to know of those 60-40 split is if you had a third answer, because people always be like, well, I just want to do 5 of each,
Yeah.
I just want to do 5 of each.
We don't do halvesies here.
I just want to have a, all
we go full in, bro.
Yeah, dude, we're gangsters here.
We don't dip the toe. We don't dip the toe. We go
all in.
there.
You're a zero or a hero. Remember that. And so with that being said, I think obviously, Solana is the number one play here for us in crypto, as centralized as it is. XRP is probably going to do the most, but it benefits the people that we hate the most. So We're XRP. Shout them out. Part of the XRP army. But I think at this point I would pick Solana. That's maybe what I'm gonna go with.
AJ?
Well, J-Chain, just a little crossfire vibe here. You're wrong. Again,
give me some headphones.
Real surprise.
I want to throw some.
Basically, it's this simple. The market cap for XRP is currently 34.1 billion, and we have a Solana market cap at 31.39 billion. So they're pretty close to market cap. The main difference here is that XRP from the beginning of the year, right around here until now, XRP is only pumped, about 95% from the start of the year till now. Where on the other side of this conversation, we have Solana that has already come up, 702%.
Fine.
And I feel that XRP, the narrative with XRP is that it's always been suppressed. It's always been suppressed and held down. Where Solana, we're only looking at about a 242 pump back to that all-time high. So I feel like, maybe a lot of the juice from the orange has already been squeezed out of Solana. Then again, the VCs do have a lot of backing on it, so you can't count it out. I feel like in the short term, Solana would probably win with the bag, but I feel like in the long term, XRP is going to win the war, especially because we know it's not a security.
But you're saying XRP's been suppressed.
XRP's been suppressed.
Summary judgment went in their favor. It's not a security. So what's holding it back?
Why didn't it rip already?
I mean, because there's still more to the story, man. There's still more to the story. What XRP is doing is different than Solana's mission. I mean, XRP is trying to literally change the face of the global cross-border payment system. This isn't something that just happens overnight. XRP is going to be like a settlement layer for everything. So I don't really feel, just because Solana has pumped, we have a little bit of recency bias. We feel like, Solana just pumped, they're going to keep on pumping, where I'm kind of that one has only pumped, that one pumped 700%. XRP only pumped 80%, 90%. I kind of feel
7x is nothing.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I feel long run, Solana could win the battle. XRP is going to win the war. That's just my opinion.
Robin, what do you think? 10K Solana bag or 10K XRP bag?
I'm gonna go Solana.
My guy.
Yeah.
You guys can be wrong.
I think the answer is easy here.
The thing is,
the answer is Solana.
The summary judgment didn't go in favor of XRP, but the court case is still ongoing. Also, Solana has venture capital interest, has the dApps, it has the builders, it also has a lot of retail interest. And so it's a perfect storm is brewing, right? Institutions like it, the retail are behind it, and it's extremely fast and competitive to anything, right? And so and then Fire Dance.
Can I also add, coming from the world that I live in, which is like the Web3 world, there are two things that I think, obviously we've got our crypto coins, but the bigger thing is, mass adoption of blockchain, right? And the two things, the storm of brewing is going to come from two different fronts, right? And it's the entertainment sector, which is music, gaming, and film, all that kind of stuff, right? Which Solana has that. And I know that there's a metaverse that's being built on XRP, but it's trash. I've seen it, literally trash, and I don't know what else they're doing.
But what metaverse isn't trash right now, right?
Well, I know, but
true.
Star Atlas on Solana, it's a metaverse game.
Yo.
That's legit. So they've got a gaming thing, part of that tied in. Okay, and then there's some other things going. Now, what's the other sector? RWAs, real world assets, the tokenization of them, right? Solana has a much better opportunity there than XRP will. And I know that there'll probably be some crossover, whatever, but I'm telling you, in my opinion, Solana is going to rule the day, because they're not only going to take care of the retail that does have money to spend in our ecosystem, but they're also going to appeal to the institutional money, which we've already seen with the VC. So it is the 1-2 approach that is literally the recipe for mass adoption.
At the same time, I hear you guys. I feel like it's all valid points, and I like Solana. I'm just saying that we're forgetting about.
We're not trying to.
We're forgetting about the Ripple IPO.
Don't feel ganged
We're
up
forgetting about the Ripple IPO. We're
that's
forgetting
massive.
about
That's massive.
XRP is probably in line for an ETF before Solana.
Can we just all hug? Can we just all
does have a larger market cap.
Crypto's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, crypto wins for sure.
That's it.
I just think there's a lot of recency bias with how hard Solana's pumped in the recent.
Hugging is a gateway drug. We don't do that around. Guys, if you want to know why we're so bullish on Solana, we did post this video yesterday. Make sure to go check it out. I'll just play a quick second of this. Solana will hit $1,000. Hear me out. Fire Dancer. What is Fire Dancer? Let's take a look. Fire Dancer. Fire Dancer. You said J-Chains centralized. Fire Dancer fixes that. The people that say network goes down, Fire Dancer fixes that. On top of everything else Solana is doing, go watch that video. Highly, highly recommended. I lay out a case, right? I don't just throw a BS number out there. I compare it to a traditional company and why I think it's going to get to $1,000. I think Solana is going to flip XRP in market cap before the year ends.
Woo.
And with sure, can XRP get to like $2, $3? Sure. Solana, $1,000. You're talking about a more than 10x out of a top 10 crypto token, top layer 1. Super, super bullish on Solana.
I want to give a little love to the chat. We got 2 super chats, both $5. One from Jay Homer, which he gives a shout out to Breezy in the house. And then we got Brian Baca. He's saying, since City Crypto started, rate my portfolio. And now AJ is perfected it.
Yeah.
So, now, also, if you're new here, say hello. We can drop an hola back at you. We got Jazzy, EH, Nathan, Crypto Redneck, Crypto Fam 9, Berserk 1, Manga. Also, Bam Bam, Burgess the Trader. To all of you, hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Also, been a while since we had a whale member. Today the day, 230 live viewers. I don't know where my likes are right now. I don't have my metrics, but hey, we need more likes, regardless of what.
Get them up.
And
What's wrong with
yeah,
you?
are you going to be our next whale member?
Guys, not all was sunshine and rainbows over the night as Ledger is in the news again. So Ledger got apparently hacked. This is from the Ledger Twitter account. Ledger's being propagated this morning. A former Ledger employee fell victim to a phishing attack that gained access to their npm.js account. The attacker published a malicious version of the Ledger Connect kit. So this is essentially when you go and you're on MetaMask or you're whatever, you can connect via your Ledger. That's what they're talking about. Think of it like this. Those credit card skimmers, right? Where they put a fake device on top of the actual credit card machine. You put your card in thinking you're using the authentic machine and paying for something at the gas station, but they steal your card information. Same thing. The interface looked exactly the same. The process looked exactly the same. So people had no idea. Wallets got drained. Apparently an update from Ledger. The new kit is fully propagated. Ledger and Wallet Connect can confirm that the malicious code was deactivated. You are now safe to use. I still would be careful. Then we had this from the Byzantine General. I learned my lesson with FTX. Only cold storage from now on. I'm going to play it safe and put everything in my Ledger. And then, well, Ledger gets compromised. Robin, what are your thoughts on this? Is Ledger, have they lost the allure of
my
trust?
thing is, you're going Ledger, put that thing in a drawer, safety deposit box, in a safe, and wherever the hell you're planning on doing your long-term hodling. That's kind of the reason for Ledger. If you're going to use one for trading, have 2 of them. There's nothing wrong with having multiple hardware wallets, and if anything, I would encourage it if you're going to be over $10,000 invested. Whatever your long-term portfolio is, put that on a separate device, set that aside, don't plug it into anything. And then if you want to use a hardware device to plug into your computer to do active trading, then at that point, have a separate ledger for that. Even then, you don't want to lose that. You don't want to lose that, but at least you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Keep your cold storage exactly as that is stated, cold. Don't put it into anything unless you're going to sell it, and then have one dedicated to trading or DeFi. With that said, very disappointed in Ledger. This is another stain. Remember, it was only like 3 or 4 months ago. They had their what was it? Their coin
Recovery.
Yeah, the recovery
seed
phrase fiasco, and basically you had an upgrade coming to the software that all you had to do was plug in your ledger and then hit update or whatever it was.
You had to opt into it.
Yeah, you had to opt into it, and then all of a sudden they were storing your seed phrase somewhere, God knows where. Anyways, Ledger
can we just say, for the record, F Ledger?
Well, also,
Just, like, there are other options that a lot of people complain about, but that have never been hacked. So F Ledger, they suck.
And also,
over and over.
I had
Get something new.
I had a conversation with Goody last week about Ledger, and I at first I was on the arguing on the Ledger side of the fence, but you know, he really broke it down for me, and he really made me understand that Ledger isn't actually a cold wallet. You know, I wrote the script for Ben that talked about Ledger being the #1 cold storage wallet, blah blah. So I'm thinking to myself, oh yeah, I wrote that script. Where that video did amazing. Like that, definitely a cold storage. But it's actually not, because the fact is that if you took my Ledger that's full of crypto and you threw it in the fountain at the Bellagio, all you would have to do is put your key that you wrote down, and you would get it back. It's not actually on the device. It's not actually cold
wallet,
storage.
Arculus wallet.
And I didn't understand that. I
same.
had a misconception on that. And the fact that you could throw your physical device away, get another one, and get your crypto back, it's not actually cold storage. So
That's
it's
for every hardware wallet's like that.
yeah, but
They're all hardware wallets, that's
but they're back in the day, you know, I kind of talked to Goody about this, but you know, back in the day, you could actually have real cold storage, especially with Bitcoin.
The thing is,
I think the best option that we have right now,
Yeah.
and it sucks. It's
the
like
whole thing with cold storage is all it's doing is saving your seed phrase.
Yeah, exactly.
And so
exactly.
no matter where you put your crypto, whether it's a USB stick or any kind of cold storage, at any point you can type your seed phrase in and recover. It doesn't matter where in any realm of possibility you save it. Seed phrase always pulls it up.
Mhm.
Satoshi's wallet doesn't. You know what I mean? You could pull that up if you knew a seed phrase. And so at the end of the day, all these hardware wallets is keeping your seed phrase, and then you have a little 4-digit PIN code that pulls it up.
Right.
And the less connectivity you have that device to the internet, the better. That's you're putting yourself out there. You're making your entire portfolio vulnerable by plugging it into the internet, because then anybody can try to attack that code, and especially you're connecting it to DeFi apps. They're just,
I mean, at the end of the day, it's all just about the contract vulnerabilities. Like if you connect your wallet to a Web3 address, if you don't clean that connection, like that's where the vulnerability lies. And links. I mean, obviously, like
I believe there are some products that will, you know, those apps where it pulls up all your subscriptions and cancels them for you.
Yeah.
I believe there's a product, I don't know what it's called, that will revoke all the.
Well, that was actually a thing with this whole Ledger thing. Is there was some kind of compromise with the revoke.cash, and that it had some kind of parallel with this Ledger hack. That like I was reading actually something on the plane about it. I could pull it up, but it would take too long.
Oh, you're good. It's just at the end of the day, I agree with what Robin's saying. If you are gonna use your hardware wallet to link up with dApps or NFTs, whatever you want to do. Have a couple, right? Have one where no way, shape, or form are you connecting it to anything unless you're looking to send it out. And the other one, only keep the amount in there that you potentially are willing to lose in a hack. Because that's the thing with technology, right? There's gonna be bumps. There's gonna be speed bumps. There's gonna be road bumps. People are gonna make mistakes. It's something new, trying to revolutionize the way we do things. There's gonna be some issues. There's gonna be some faults. But the whole phishing thing, like, come on, dude. Like 99% of these phishing emails are so obvious, you'd be stupid to click on a link, yet people still do. Good job, Ledger employee, former employee.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to talk about this. So we talk about gaming. We did do a crypto gaming video last week. Make sure to go check that out as well. But Axie Infinity, the darling of the last crypto bull run, now they're changing things up. Axie Infinity NFTs can soon evolve like Pokemon. Monster NFT characters in play-to-earn game Axie Infinity can soon be upgraded thanks to a major update that brings a Stage 2 evolution to every Axie monster. It's a quote from Sky Mavis co-founder, "We're turning Axies into digital collectibles that evolve as you play with them." Kind of cool.
I love this.
The Axie team will also release a 20-page comic and an animated video detailing the lore behind the Axie upgrades. To upgrade their Axies, NFT owners will have to use crafting materials or burn other Axies, removing them from the blockchain entirely in order to upgrade one Axie of their choice. J-Chains, I'm going to ask you first. One more thing here. All of the Axie games will now be linked together through a shared system of experience points, crafting materials, and progression. Vertical progression has been something that hasn't really been executed well yet in NFTs. Axie, right? It's that we got one game, this is it, and it's got a ecosystem tied to it. You think this is enough to push Axie back to the top of the list? Maybe not as far as token price, but maybe as far as hype and getting people back in to play the game. We saw they had that big, massive Ronin hack for $660 million. You think Axie can enter back into the top slot as far as Web3 and NFT gaming?
You know, that's a really good question, and I think obviously their time in the limelight as far as the token price I think goes, like you said, that may be over. I don't think that we're going to see that ever again. Now, it is incumbent upon them to do the marketing strategies and all that stuff to get the eyes and the attention back into the game, because what they had obviously worked. They had attention. They had that opportunity to make what they had known. Now, what I see about this article is not so much about Axie, right? Like Axie was great. It was, a lot of people got over leveraged and overexposed to it, and that sucks. And you just, your heart breaks out to the people that lost money in a game, and it's just whatever. But really, what you have to look forward to now is, what is this article actually telling you? Like, read between the lines here, and it's about the evolution of NFTs and how they can change and the characteristics change and all this stuff, and it's dynamic NFTs. And now, okay, so we're not just talking about PFPs with NFTs or in-game assets. Like, how does this translate into the real world? And again, going back to the real world assets and tokenization of them and how NFTs play a role with that. And I think, like, this is fantastic, right? And really, what's good about it from a fundamental level is that when we're talking about Axie, yes, that is the big brand name that, as far as games go, that people would know. They would understand that more than any other Undead Blocks or some of the other games, Shrapnels or whatever that we're seeing in our ecosystem right now. So that has more of an understanding, right? And so while that's all fine and well, again, at the end of the day, like, we need to see our ecosystem advance. And like, so seeing that Axie has integrated, dynamic NFTs into their game goes to show that, as we, advance into other ecosystems with NFTs in this blockchain ecosystem, that that is the model and the precedent that we set forward, so that things are always advancing.
AJ, what do you think, man? Any thoughts on Axie Infinity and this new?
You sure?
Dead. It's dead.
You sure?
I'm positive.
All right. Well,
I tried to be diplomatic.
I like.
Do you have any Axie?
I don't know about you guys, right? But I have an Xbox. I like to play games. I like to beat all my friends in Madden, and I guess my point here is that I like games that are fun.
I tried to be diplomatic.
They're saying Axie's not fun. I've never played it. So.
No. That's it. That's my bit.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I'm kidding. I get it. I get it. I think it's cool that they're trying to like latch on to the Pokemon idea. That's good. It worked for me when I was 8. But I just don't. Yeah, man. Sorry, but I'm really not.
So
Sorry, but not sorry.
AJ's bearish on Axie. Robin, do
Very.
you share the same sentiment on Axie?
I'm bullish on this story. I'm bullish on the upgradable NFT contracts. I think as Jay Chains was saying, it's a fresh reminder that NFTs aren't stagnant and that you could program them upwards. I always think about like, hey, tokenization of identity is going to be a thing of the future. And so if you have a driver's license and all of a sudden you're 50 pounds heavier, hey, you might, need to adjust that, right?
Throw some cheeks on it.
Yeah. And so, or when it comes to, if you're going to tokenize a house or something, is always a common tokenized NFT example. Well, things in houses change. Perhaps you can add data like, hey,
An addition. I made an addition.
Yeah, I made an addition. Change of ownership. Anyways, there's just a fresh reminder that NFTs are not 100% standalone, unchangeable data. I think we get used to looking at the 10,000 JPEG kind of ideas that they don't change at all as what NFTs are.
Well,
fresh reminder that.
But even with that,
yeah,
AJ, you just showed me like your Kenpai Panda, right? Like what you got, you were ultimately able to change the metadata on it. And you gave it a different shirt, chain, hat, what skateboard, all that kind of stuff. So like even with the PFP collections, like changing metadata, like as long as the collection allows that kind of stuff, like they are all dynamic. If as long as it was like, I don't know, programmed into the beginning, like saying like we're gonna like not just stick to what we programmed.
Well,
but
also, I didn't announce publicly that I bought a Panda, so thanks. It's all good. It's all good. Secondly, they just bought a gaming studio. Kenpai just bought a gaming studio. They're doing a massive giveaway right now. If you retweet that tweet or whatever, like look up Ice Bags from Kenpai, they're giving away a Panda, which is amazing. And like, dude, there's so many Web3 games that are so sick. You guys seen Shrapnel? Dude, Shrapnel's going to be insane. I was hanging out with the guys at
Their
Shrapnel
tokenomics are trash.
I don't care about the tokenomics. I haven't played the game yet. I might go to Seattle
That's
and
on
play the
Analyst,
game.
right?
Yeah, I might go to Seattle and play the game in January for a playtest or something. But I've seen gameplay footage, and it is insane. So when you show me like Axie Infinity, I'm just like, sick.
But there's a market for that. The cell phone games might not be the strongest visually appealing, but
I disagree. Cell phone games are going to be what wins the day because that's where most people are playing.
well,
right
that's
now.
what I'm
where
saying. Like the
Web3 needs to
Monopoly
get on
game.
that.
I downloaded that Monopoly game on my phone, man.
You and that Monopoly game.
Bro, I dropped like at least $70 on that damn game, man.
Are those NFTs or is that you just dropping it?
No, that's just like regular stupid ass rolls on an
degenerate- he's
iOS
degenerate,
Monopoly
freaking
game, man.
Monopoly.
You know, and I'm like,
That's
for
still
what?
It's still Web 2, man.
But
So
but the thing is that you have Angry Birds, Plants vs Zombies, the Clash game with the little you know which one I'm talking about, the little Clash download game. They make a ton of money, and so there's a niche for that. Now perhaps that market is not suited for someone that is a hardcore gamer, but I think that is going to be a separate market. And so to look at the ecosystem of gaming, just realize that there's different flavors for different people. The mom that's sitting at home with kids probably isn't going to pick up an Xbox controller. She just wants to pass the time.
You leave moms alone?
When she's sitting outside of soccer practice, she's going to play her game.
You know, my wife actually, when she's at
And if she can get a return on playing her game, she's over here, flipping burgers in Gordon Ramsay's artificial restaurant. If she can make a few dollars doing it, why not?
It's either that or selling feet pics.
we should be teaching. we should be.
You leave her feet out of this.
That escalated.
Hey, I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. But what we should be doing is teaching the dads about the coins that their kids should be playing the game.
Business idea. We'll talk after the show.
That's what I do on my show. That's what we talk about.
Oh, never mind.
Like we should it's an investment. Teach the investment mentality and let the kids play the games.
Also got some gifted memberships. Mike C and Brian B both gifted 5 memberships each. So big shout out to you guys. Also Derelict V, Zoran, Action Studio, and Get a Life up in the chat. Let's see the new faces. So to you, hola, welcome to Sin City Crypto.
For proud recipient of a membership, there are some members only content on there. Also, our members do get early access to all of our pre-recorded uploads. So you get the alpha before anyone else does.
And one of these days we're gonna get a new whale member.
Mm.
I'm gonna keep saying it every day till we get one.
Speaking of whales, Cardano will be the most valuable altcoin. When the market tops, says crypto analyst, TVL reaches above the March 2022 peak. We'll take a look at that here in a second. But first, Cardano's token is on a roll, having gained 40% in the last 7 days and 76% over the past month. The DeFi ecosystem on the blockchain is seeing robust activity in projects that are built on the Cardano network. And here's what the TVL looks like. Cardano was in the 30s and 40s. It is now in the top 10, up 81% over the last 30 days, just shy of $500 million, coming in at $430 million in TVL, 31 protocols on Cardano that are currently active. And well, who was this person? I spoke of $32 Cardano. Is none other than the man himself, who I believe he's going to be fighting at the Influencer Fight Club, right? For Karate Combat. Jason?
Yep.
Crypto Crow?
Crypto Crow, yeah.
$32 ADA.
That's
AJ.
insane.
$32 ADA. That would put its market cap at a lot. I'll do the math here in a second.
I got you.
a
One
good take.
second. One second.
While you pull that up, shout out to the ADA gang. Obviously, the Cardano community is not what
I'm super bullish on Cardano.
Dude.
Now,
Yeah.
$32.
Crypto Crow fighting. If you've seen this dude, I don't know who he's fighting Ramel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude.
Moon Daddy.
Ramel is big, but that Crow is.
I think
Crow's a big
Crow's
dude.
gonna body him. Crow's
I
gonna
don't
catch a
know,
body,
man.
bro.
Ramel used to play.
Ramel played in the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's probably a little more.
He's used to getting hit by just over and over and over
Yeah.
and over.
Now,
and over
now
and
Jason
over.
was MMA, so he's done MMA.
He was?
Oh, the thing with football, each play lasts 15 seconds, and then you take a 20-second break, and then you go again. MMA, you're in there, man. You don't
We're
get to
talking
take a
about
break
stamina.
every
We're
10 seconds.
talking about brute force.
Yeah, whereas I don't know, man. My money's on Crow for this one for sure. And I'm
Now
but
you can
Crow's
do
not
that too,
coming-
right? You can bet in karate combat tokens and stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I need to look into it because I definitely am going to bet on some of these fights coming up. And so his statement about $32 Cardano, I totally understand. Considering current tokenomics would require a $1.1 trillion market cap. So considering 22% of the supply still has to come in to to the circulating supply, there's still 22% left. So I bet, what he's saying is that by the time we get to the bull run, it will require, about $1 trillion for $32 Cardano. And I see that. I don't think that's impossible. Like, I think that's above what I would range for Cardano. I mean, honestly, for me, if Cardano gets to $5, I'm going to drive off in a Lambo and y'all are never going to see me again anyway. So,
baloney. We'll still see you.
Yeah, you'll still see me, but
I think $5 to $10 is kind of where I think a bullish case scenario for Cardano.
For this run?
Yeah.
Now, I think we've already established that it's just been established in the news that like they're not in any hurry to come to production with a lot of things.
They're never in a hurry.
So 2028, it's time to shine. So like I think a lot of people should be scaling back that price target. And obviously, like, that's XRP. I don't know why I did that.
But
I understand.
it's just part of the habit.
Though,
But I think the $3 to $4 range is probably where we should be realistically looking at, and not to give people too much hopium so that they don't get burned thinking like, oh, I'm going to $8, and then the bottom gets pulled out.
The slow pace movement with Cardano's not the capabilities, right? I think that has been addressed. It's had plenty of hard forks. They have Midnight coming out soon as well as the next one. And it's just the developers and the dApps and the retail somewhat left, right? There was this euphoria around Cardano. I know people that had no interest in crypto were asking me about it. It was SHIB, Cardano, and Bitcoin last bull market. So I think a lot of the retail has left. It is a retail-driven project.
Right.
But with that said, I just think the developers and the dApps are just falling behind. But the infrastructure is there. So I don't think that, the smart contracts are there. The throughput is fine. The uptime is 100%. And so there's really no reason that Cardano, the chain itself, wouldn't be able to scale and address the demands of a bull market. I think the only thing that's holding it back is dApps developers and retail coming in and using the product. You can develop the most badass product ever, but if you don't have it on the store shelves, it doesn't really matter.
Fact.
Right? So I think that's the only thing. But with that said, retail came in before, and you look at retail sentiment, they might not be as strong percentage-wise. We might have more institutions in the next bull market, but retail's going to come back. And I got a feeling they're going to circle back around to Cardano. That's why I do think a $5 to $10 Cardano is something that I think is realistic, still a bullish case scenario. Remember, previous all-time highs was $2 and I think 50 cents somewhere there. It might have sniffed $3 for a candle.
AJ, you brought up the fact that there's still about 20% left in the Cirque supply, right?
Yeah,
To enter.
yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Unlike a lot of projects, there was no VC funding, right? There was no ICO. So Cardano was essentially a fair launch. So even though those tokens are going to come into circulation, you also got to think, taking a look here, Cardano staked, even though in blue, even though it's kind of fell off,
Good point.
You're still at 22.6 billion, which is about 62% of the total circulating supply of Cardano is currently being staked.
62%, huh?
Good point.
62%.
So it was over 70 during the bull market.
It was over
It's
70.
Is there an unlocked schedule to that staking?
No,
it's people can.
liquid,
It's liquid. They can
That's
pull it out whenever
the
they
beauty
want.
of it is it doesn't need something like a Lido to make it liquid. It's already liquid.
Right.
Also, Jimmy gifted 20 memberships. So giant shout out to Jimmy. And then we just got Keanan Henson dropped a $5 super chat as well. He said, what do you think about the next resistance on Chainlink?
I am
The show is coming to an end, so we're not going to have a chance to look at it. But we'll promise you what, come back tomorrow and we'll give you a little TA on Chainlink for sure. And then, send it back over to you, Dave.
Just got the price prediction for Cardano.
Over $1,300,000,000,300,000,000 $1 trillion.
You heard it?
Bars.
Joe Biden said it's going
So,
there.
actually, really fast. Before we're going to end the show, I do just want to say something really fast. I was looking at my charts. I didn't have a chance to show you guys.
No, you
this.
can't say it.
Really fast. So this is actually relevant to what the person asked for too. So remember I was talking about, Bitcoin bearish divergence on 2-day chart for Bitcoin. Well, look, here we are on Solana. Price go up, right? Oscillator go down. Straight up bearish divergence on the 2-day Solana chart. And look at, this previous floor level here, right there, and now look at where we got rejected from on Solana. So this could be.
What are you trying to say, man?
I'm saying Solana could be hitting a top here and getting rejected from this level. And it's a very similar story with Chainlink as well. Look at this level here. Look at this level. Bearish divergence from price go up here. Momentum oscillators heading down. Anchor wave, trigger wave, trigger wave. Also bounce down off of a support resistance line. Chainlink and Solana have two very similar setups, getting rejected from an overhead resistance with two bullish divergence on the 2-day chart coming down on the oscillators for both Solana and Chainlink. Start looking for those shorts, everybody.
Really, AJ?
That's all I got to say.
You had to end the show with a freaking bearish sentiment.
That's all I had.
Shame
to
on
say.
you.
Well, no, look for all the traders out there.
Tomorrow.
Traders out there looking for
Kidding.
shorts. I'm literally handing you a perfect trade on a silver platter. You're welcome.
AJ, it needs
You're
to
welcome.
it needs to be a gold platter. It's okay. We still love you. Hit the like button. Gentlemen, we are excited. We're going to go to the Influencer Fight Club party tonight.
Coming home with a
If
belt.
you're going to be there, come by, say hello. AJ will be there. J Change will be there. I will be there. Rocco will be there. Our sponsor will not be there, but they're the ones sponsoring our channel. So I want to give one more shout out to them. If you want to learn how they can help your business scale and grow, visit bluewiretech.com. Gentlemen, tell these people who are watching, if they want more J Chains and AJ, where can they find you guys?
Go for it first.
Yeah, AJ Writes Crypto on Twitter and YouTube, on a warpath for my YouTube page to get to 10,000 before the ball drops. Trying to get there, make a lot of videos, make a lot of content. More active on Twitter, but I do a live stream Monday through Friday on my YouTube, and I do like about 2-3 pre-recorded videos a week, trying to upscale that. But once we move to Nashville, New World Finance, we're gonna have a much heavier schedule for recording. So it's I'm kind of working my way up the staircase with my own content. My YouTube channel is only 6 weeks old. So,
It's fresh.
It's fresh. We're moving here. Got hopefully, tomorrow when I come on the show tomorrow, hopefully I'll have a belt on from the Influencer Awards. Maybe I'll be wearing a belt this time tomorrow. So we'll see.
You can bring it in the studio as long as you pull a wrestling move on Robin with it.
That's fine.
people's elbow.
Yeah.
J Chains, what about you, man?
Yeah, well, my name is J Chains. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. This was like so cool. I know years in the making. Finally, great to be here. Check out your amazing studio. But Web3 Breakfast is my show. That's where you can find me, web3breakfast.com. You'll find all my socials, everything there. It's the easiest way to do it.
Amazing.
And we just, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m., we got our show.
Love it. And Robin, where can
Eastern.
people
You
find
guys
you?
are Pacific.
We're Pacific.
Find me?
Where can we find you, Robin?
The
Line at McDonald's, getting French fries and barbecue sauce.
Popping full of bubs, mama. Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah, me.
Smash the like buttons, everybody.
Smash the like, guys. Go check out the content we put up. Go subscribe to J Chains and AJ. And go follow us on Twitter at SinCityCrypto1. And with that being said, J Chains, would you like to do the honorable finger tornado? So here's what you got to do. You summon Rocco. Okay, fine.
Is this how we do it?
That's
Yeah, there we
I was
go.
gonna give it a
Tornado!
tutorial, but I guess not.
Better than Shark Tornado!
Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Come back tomorrow. Same place, same time. We love you guys. Peace.
Sin City, crypto. Everybody know we here for entertainment and info. Gonna show you how to get that big dough. So every day stay tapped in for big facts, no capping. With Bitcoin, if you're in, then you win. We divide the pie with no fraction. It's Big Rob, David. I spit the game, but they gave it. Name the coin that's your favorite. I got dry powder, why save it? To the OGs, new beginners. Special shout out to the well members. Buy the dip, sell winners. Ain't really nothing you can tell sinners. Tune in for the latest new flavors. They gonna teach us memecoins. They polarizing like barbecue chicken pizzas. I laugh with a major grin. Laggers, we trade them in. Baddies, they came to sin. And sinners gon' play to win. Screaming hola, till my bags are flowing over. Hold ya to the moon and to the solar. Won't I?